before the season, if you told me that I would have reached the final and the round 32 of the Nationals, I wouldn't believe you. I wouldn't think that would be possible, but we did.
Crazy. What a fight.
When I arrived at Goshen 2019, I saw that there's so much soccer in the area, and there's not a semi-professional soccer club that we can play and to grow as a player in the summer. And that surprised me because there's so much soccer in the area. So yes, I think right now it's the right time. Maybe 3-4 years ago would be the right time too, and I just saw this opportunity and I just went for it, and it was a dream. After I had the idea, I started to show my ideas to the business department of Goshen College, and they helped me tremendously with some insights and some ideas, and just to have a solid presentation was much easier when you have the president of the college saying, oh, he has a good idea, and then the people started to listen more to me.
We had 80 people come to the tryout. Obviously, you know, we need to have a tryout our first year. We need to see who's interested, who's going to be committed, and who's got the quality to you know, perform and play at a high level. We had 80. We had to cut it down to 30, and we looked at, you know, skills, quality, things like that, as well as who they were as men, because we felt like we needed to bring players in who would represent the community well, and would represent our club well.
The first few practices, I knew some of the players already that played with me at Fox United, Alan and Peludo. So I knew some players, I knew also some of the Goshen College players. So I wasn't a complete stranger when I got to the team. So it was definitely good that we had some local kids that I already knew that helped make the chemistry right away from the beginning stronger. But then there were still a lot of people in the squad that I didn't know, and I felt like we just built this strong connection so fast.
First 4 games was always away, so we had to travel 5 hours sometimes to go play, and that was a big challenge for us.
You know, once we get there, you know, it's on me to prepare them, to get them kind of in the right mindset to perform, because those games they're just as important as a home game, but when you have that added stress to it, you want to perform and play the best. That way we can get a result, regardless of what's up against us.
I remember we stopped halfway through the trip on the way to Chicago, and we stopped to eat and just hang out a bit. We ate some sandwiches, and yeah, it was very good. Like it's those little moments that I'm talking about that helped us create a strong chemistry in our team. And the first game was definitely special for me and for all the boys, because it was the first time we were getting together on the pitch, and well, yeah, I was so excited on the way to the game. And then once we started warm-ups as well, and once we got on the pitch, I was a little nervous, but then it quickly went away as I started to play and started the game.
When I'm giving a team talk and we're out on the field, and I just told the guys to look up at the stands, because by the time we were starting the game, the stands were full. There were people along each side. I just kind of mentioned to them, like, look at all these people who are here to support you. They're here to want to see you win. They're here to want to see you succeed. So, you know, it comes down to the players once the whistle blows, that it's up to them to to get the result and to play well for everybody that came.
So the first home game was a crazy atmosphere, and to be honest, I didn't expect so many people to show up to the game, and that was a dream coming true. I worked in this project for almost a year before the first home game to happen, and when I see us winning 5-0 in the first half and almost 500 people in the stands, I was so happy, I was so fulfilled, and yeah, that was an emotion that I can't describe.
Goshen City FC goal scored in the 8th minute by number 7, Lucas Bontrager.
It was incredible. It was the best football experience that I ever had in my life, and I'm grateful for this opportunity that I had. Like to come and play in front of hundreds of people and to hold the little kids' hands and walk out to the field with them. That was something I had never experienced before, and I'm so grateful for Goshen City for giving me this opportunity. It was something I will never forget.
That's the performance that we're doing now.
We got to celebrate tonight, 8-0, it's a good feeling, and continue to grow as a group, grow as a team, and continue to get results.
Connecting with the community is so important to bring them to the games, and it's not all about soccer, right? We want to entertain the community and we want to help the youth. We brought kids to the games, and I think we really did good focusing on the kids, because then we bring the parents, we bring the family, and it's just good overall. And every player in our team was required to do the community service, so we went out there and helped the community on whichever way they needed, and I think that creates a bond from the fans to the club. So it's not all about winning games and playing soccer, right? We really want to create that connection with the city.
I'm really grateful for that, and the community couldn't have given us more than what they did this year. I'm extremely grateful.
The way that we impacted the community was fantastic. The way we did community service, we helped out. We were kind of giving back to the people that were coming and supporting us during our games, and that felt like a really good feeling.
I think two highlights of the season for me would be the first home game, to see 500 people in the stands and us winning 8-0. That was a crazy dream for us. And the second highlight would be going to the semifinal, play the opponent on their soccer field and winning. I think winning 2-1 in the semifinal, that was crazy. We were going to the final in the first year. That was just a dream coming true. So those two were the highlights of the season for me.
Well, we were extremely happy already that we were going to make it to the final. I mean, we couldn't believe, no one could believe that within the first season we were going to make it to the final of our league and also to the nationals. That was like not even considered when we were talking about the team. We just wanted to compete and put in a good first year.
The club is headed in a great direction at a really fast pace. Enrique's doing an amazing job with behind-the-scenes stuff, with sponsors, with the community, with the kids around the community. I think he's doing a fantastic job with that part, and I see all of that growing, and all of that growing will help my job and the players' job of me coaching and them playing and performing.
The next steps, I think, is to just go back to my office, to go back to my house, process everything, analyze how the season was, the good things, the bad things, and just build out of it, right? We want to keep growing. Who knows? I would love to open a women's soccer team to give the opportunity for the woman, and maybe a B team to give the opportunity for the high school players and younger players. So we don't know what's going to be in the future, but it's just the beginning.
I'm really grateful for everything, and especially for the Goshen City fans.
I know I don't always get to, shake hands or say thank you, but this is me saying thank you to everybody that shows up and support.
Goshen City goal, number 37.
I just need to thank the fans to come over to the games and to have a very good time with us. And yeah, that's the main part of the project, to have the home games, to have this atmosphere, to bring people so they can enjoy their time with their families and just watch good soccer, right?
Thank you. Scored by number 22, Isabella Orton.
Okay, ¿venía a ver con la cámara?
Good evening. Welcome to the city of
Goshen, Indiana, to the campus of Goshen High School and the Red Hawk Soccer Complex. Tonight is the 2024 season opener in a friendly match between 1927 SC of Fort Wayne, Indiana, and your very own Goshen City FC. Thank you for joining us on a beautiful day for this beautiful game. We recognize that any competition requires two opposing teams, not to mention a set of officials. But we ask each of you to be united by our common love for the game, rather than divided by different uniforms. Please now make tonight a more positive experience for everyone by being courteous toward all players, coaches, administrators, and officials, as well as your fellow fans. Your cooperation is appreciated. Please enjoy the match. Now let's meet tonight's starting 11s, beginning with our guests from 1927 SC. Number 1, Gabe Greenfield. Number 3, Herman Menfield. Number 4, Max Amaldo. Number 7, Eduardo Moretti. Number 8, Amazon Yaha. Number 9, Igor Barbieri. Number 10, Jose Rodriguez. Number Albert. Number 16, James Lighton. And number 21, Sam Dolabaku. 1927 SC's head coach is Nick Potter. The general manager is Dave Bennett. Now, let's meet the starting lineup for your very own Goshen City FC. Number 1, Gregor Romosbacher. Number 3, Ariel Matute. Number 4, Joao Oliveira. Number 7, Lucas Bontrager. Number 8, Eusebio Espinosa. Number 10, Ricardo Garcia. Number 15, Alejandro Porto Carrero. Number 17, Jacopo Medrano. Number 20, John Mondani. Number 21, Julian Saldivar. And number 22, Ali Marley. The head coach of Goshen City FC is Tyler Bourne, and the assistant coach is Enrique Eichenberger. At this time, please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Stop playing.
Apparently, it's a preseason friendly for the speaker system as well. Let's play ball.
All right.
So what it boils down to is, well, if they're rolling now, look, the issue is I can't get a, yeah, now you're the issue is I can't get a feed into the speaker system.
Cuando den el...
Hello, one and all. My name is Cormac Kublichty. I'm here at Goshen High School as the Goshen City FC Maple Leafs are preparing to face off against 1927 Fort Wayne Soccer Club. We're just ahead of kickoff here as the two teams have made their way out to the field. And as we're about to get this started, I'll quickly go through the starting 11s in case you missed it. For the away team, Fort Wayne, 1927, it's going to be number 1, Gabe Greenfield, number 9, Igor Barbieri, number 10, Jose Rodriguez, number 15, Keaton Albert, number 7, Eduardo Moretti, number 16, James Lighton, number 4, Max Amoko. Number 20, Romario Simpson. Number 3, German Mendivil. Number 21, Sam Dolobaho. Number 8, Al Hassan Yaha. And they are going to be coached by Nick Potter. Then looking over at the Goshen Maple Leafs, it is going to be number 1, Gregor Rommelspacher. Number 3, Ariel Matute. Number 4, Joao Oliveira. Number 7, Lucas Bontrager, that's the captain. Number 8, Eusebio Espinosa. Number 10, Ricardo Garcia. Number 15, Ale Porto Carrero. Number 17, Jacobo Medrano. Number 20, John Wandani. Number 21, Julian Salvidar. And number 22, Ali Marley. The Leafs are coached by Tyler Bourne. It's his second season as the head coach of the team, and their assistant coach is Enrique Eichenberger. And already it is going to be a free kick here for the 27. Free kick taken short, and now it's on the far side. Playing out from the back early on here in the match are the 27. This is, of course, a friendly match here between the Maple Leafs and the 27. First match of the season, the home opener for the Maple Leafs. They were supposed to have a match just last Thursday night against Chicago Fire, but unfortunately that game had to get postponed because of weather issues. And now immediately on the attack are the 27. On the near side now with a throw-in. It's going to be number 8 taking this one. That's Al Hassan. Yaha. Yaha still with the ball on the far side. He's getting pressure from Bontrager. And now Mondani helping Bontrager out as well. The ball will eventually go out of play, and it's going to be a free kick here on the near side. Ball laid down for the free kick, and it will be Yaha to take it. Yaha setting up just on the near side of the 18-yard box. It's a one-man wall made up of Lucas Bontrager. And Yaha immediately taking the low free kick. There is going to be a shot in the box. Quickly blocked, though, by the Maple Leafs. And a great through ball forward trying to find Yaha. It will be no good. It will go out of play for the first corner of the match. It's going to be a 1927 corner. All tied up 0-0 here, just 3 minutes into this first half of action. And going over to take this one will be the 27. Some new faces on this Goshen City FC team. A few returning faces as well. You can see Ricardo Garcia back out there once again. The Leafs will be sad to be missing out on Samuel Markey. He was one of their top players, a big name on the team sheet, a big name in the dressing room last year, but he is unfortunately injured. And there is the corner kick. It's taken with ease, and now the ball's headed out the other way. Ricardo Garcia chasing after this one on the halfway line, but eventually that will get shut down by number 16, James Lighton. Lighton putting that ball away, not taking any risks there, just kicking that one, clearing it out of bounds. It is going to be Ricardo Garcia on the far touchline, taking that throw in into Matute. Garcia back to Matute again. Garcia actually playing as a fullback in tonight's match. And here's the ball now with the 27, a ball forward. Yaha with the ball with the shot, and it's a goal early on in the matchup. Yaha, who's seen plenty of the ball already, is going to open the scoring for the 1927 Fort Wayne SC. Just 4 minutes and 43 seconds into the match, and we're already going to see the first goal of tonight's matchup coming in from Yaha. 1-0 is the score, and the Leafs won't be happy with themselves letting a goal go in so early on in this match, yet to really get any possession in the opposition's half so far. So they're going to look to see if they can switch something up here, and already balls back in play, and already a high press up the pitch by the 27. Garcia with the ball. He's going to try and hit that up to Ale Porto Carrero, and he will. Unfortunately, that one will go out of bounds, and the ball back in play already as the Maple Leafs are just trying to build out from the back here. A very, very high press coming in from the 1927. And once again, just struggling to really hold possession here. There's the ball forward for the Maple Leafs to chase after. An attempted clear ball is no good. Now the ball on the near touchline with Bontrager. Bontrager is going to play through ball there around the keeper, and he's going to go down. No penalty, referee says. It is going to be a goal kick here. Referee saying not enough contact there to call a penalty, so it is going to be a goal kick here. This will be the first goal kick of tonight's match. It's Gabe Greenfield in the sticks for the 1927. He's telling his team, let's push up a bit. And the Maple Leafs with a fairly high line here. All their players up near the halfway line. Here's going to be the first goal kick, and there it is. Greenfield hitting that one up the field. A nice touch there, but quickly the Maple Leafs are able to regain possession. But once again, the ball just going both ways here. Mlandani now with the opportunity, but it is going to actually be a foul called against the Maple Leafs. So yet another free kick. It is number 10 who got fouled there. That's, of course, Jose Rodriguez. And Rodriguez just going to take a short free kick here. Not quite a dangerous area. So back in play, and now we're going to see some of the possession dominance that we've already seen so far from 1927 as they've got the ball on the far touchline. And here's an opportunity as they're in the corner here, far left corner, trying to break into the box. Very calm and composed on the ball. There's a ball back. It's going to go all the way over to Lighton. Lighton now driving forward, center back, and a great ball over. Trying to find one of his teammates there on the near touchline. Will be no good. It does go out of play, so now the Maple Leafs will have their first goal kick of the night. Ramos Batcher between the sticks. It was Matias da Fonseca in net for the Maple Leafs last year, but he is no longer between the sticks for them as Ramos Batcher, the German international, has taken his spot. Now ball's been sent up the field trying to find Bontrager, but it's going to be Yaha who intercepts. Yaha winning that one back, getting it to Romario Simpson. And now it's all the way back at the feet of the goalkeeper, Gabe Greenfield. Some great passing here from the team in blue and a great ball forward. A huge opportunity there for the 1927, but very, very alert goalkeeping there from Ramos Batcher, and he's going to come out of his 18-yard box, get all the way up there, and clear the ball out for a 1927 throw, and the throw-in will be taken. And once again, we're seeing a whole lot of Greenfield on the ball. As the game's evolving, it's not uncommon to start seeing goalkeepers more and more just play with the ball, more confident with the ball at their feet, and Greenfield has had a great display of this so far in tonight's match. Now, here are the 1927 on the counterattack. Tons of blue shirts getting forward there, but some nice defensive work by Ricardo Garcia is going to win the ball back for the Maple Leafs. He pings that one up top, trying to find Jacobo Medrano. He won't be able to do so. And now, once again, playing out from the back are the 1927. A few familiar faces here in this Goshen High School soccer complex as Ricardo Garcia, Lucas Bontrager, two of a few of the players who actually played here for Goshen High School. And speaking of Goshen High School grads, you can't talk about them without talking about Tyler Bourne, the former Goshen High School goalkeeper, former state champion goalkeeper, also a Goshen College graduate. So plenty of Goshen soccer connections. And now's an opportunity for the 1927. A ball is going to be whipped into the box, but very nicely received there by Ramos Batcher. Ramos Batcher just taking that one short, and now with Garcia, a player who's very versatile right now, playing as a fullback, but we've also seen him playing further up the pitch. Certainly in high school, he was more of an attacking threat. And some more calm, controlled play here from the Maple Leafs now. Mlandani with the ball. Mlandani, who's a junior left back at Goshen College, also playing here. Maple Leaf in all aspects of his life, I suppose. Mlandani going to pass that one back to Matute, and Matute back to Ramos Batcher. Ramos Batcher, some smart playing, getting it over to Marley, and Marley now with Garcia. Garcia trying to play a 1-2. He will, but just won't be able to get onto the end of the 2. The 1 was good, the 2 wasn't. Now it's a throw-in for the 1927. As it stands, 10 minutes into this match, 80 minutes more to come yet, but as it stands, the 1927 Fort Wayne Soccer Club are currently winning 1-0. And now, here are the 1927 with the ball again. They're going to switch that one over onto the far side, and a poor touch there is going to gift the ball to Porto Carrero. Carrero doing some nice footwork to get past his player, and he will get taken down. That's going to be the first Maple Leafs free kick of the night. Looks like Garcia stepping up to take this one. All the way over in that far corner. Garcia now setting the ball down and preparing his run up. Plenty of players in the box. There's some big players out there for both teams. Here comes the ball from Garcia into the box. There is going to be a head on the end of that ball. It was Marley, the big center back, who got his head onto it, but unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to get that one into the back of the net, but it will be a corner kick for the Maple Leafs. Their first corner kick of the night after a deflection that did deflect off of the top of a different player. But of course, for the 1927, it's John Mondani, the left-footed fullback, who's going to take this one. Mondani whipping that one in, using the inside of his foot nicely. Ball hanging up in the air into a dangerous area, but it will get cleared away. Bontrager running back now to collect the ball. Bontrager is going to send a nice looping ball over to the far side. Does get headed away, but the Maple Leafs still with it as Mondani is going to collect. Mondani still with it. Mondani now with some nice footwork all the way in the far corner. He's going to send a ball into the box. Received nicely by the 27, and they're going to clear that one away. It falls for Garcia. Unfortunately, Garcia didn't get the touch he wanted on that one. It will go out of play there. And that's going to be yet another throw-in for the 27. And the 27 taking a throw-in now, of course, into the back line. '27 in their back line with the ball. They're going to play it over on the near touchline to their right back. That's Simpson. Eventually a through ball is aimed towards Yaha, but he will not get the contact he wanted on that one. So it is going to be received by the Leafs, and now back the other way once again in the back line with the 27. Goshen City FC kind of playing a lower block here today. Don't have maybe the press that they were looking for, but they're certainly looking to kind of attack on the counter. Maple Leafs with a number of very quick players. Lucas Bontrager, Garcia, just to name two. There's a few. Bontrager, who was an incredibly prolific scorer during his time at Goshen College. And it is going to be a foul against the 27. The Maple Leafs getting fouled there. It was John Mondani on the near touchline who went down. Mondani now with the ball. Mondani's going to take that one very nicely, send that into the middle of the park over to Eusebio Espinosa. Eusebio still with it after a 1-2 with Garcia. Espinosa looking forward here. And he'll send one up towards Joao Oliveira. Joao not going to get the touch on that he was hoping for, and it will go out of play. Very slow game as it stands. Both teams really trying to hold on to the possession here. Very compact. And here's an opportunity now for the 27. The ball's going to go all the way up to Yaha. Yaha with the poor touch. The Maple Leafs are going to gain back the possession there. Mondani with it. He'll send it into the middle. That's going to go over to Saldivar. And now with Garcia again. Garcia seeming to be one of the key players here when the Maple Leafs are starting to form those attacks. And I think that could be rooted in, as I was mentioning earlier, his experience and some great footwork there by Garcia to keep a hold of the ball. Getting past two of his players. He'll get it over to Mondani. Now Mondani to Bontrager. Bontrager with some fantastic footwork to keep a hold of that one. The captain doing a great job. Mondani playing a ball forward. He's trying to find Oliveira. He won't be able to. Oliveira putting his thumb up, giving Mondani some credit for the vision to see that one. But the ball is safely received here by Greenfield. Greenfield just going to take that one short once again. Very, very calm and composed on the ball is this 27 back line. 1927, so calm and composed with the ball at their feet, not worrying about playing too quickly. Some nice defensive work positioning for Garcia there to win the ball back for the Maple Leafs with the interception. And now the Leafs looking to turn on the attack. Bontrager with the ball. He'll play one up over top. It's no good. Will get cut out in the end, and there's another ball the other way trying to find one over the top. Garcia heads that one down, won't be able to get that one under control, and back the way of the 27 now. Every single Leafs player in their own half right now. And once again, some great dominance being shown by this 27 back line on the near touchline now with Simpson. And now they're going to play that one back all the way back to Greenfield. I think the 27 kind of inviting the Maple Leafs, inviting them to just put the press on. They actually want the press here as they want to open up a little bit more space. They're trying to play some of these long balls. You can see they've got the pace in behind already. Within that first 10 minutes of play, Yaha was absolutely on fire. That was the goal scorer, of course, as well. 17:03 on the clock. The Maple Leafs are currently down 1-0 in their home opener here today.
Yes, we talked about that.
And they're going to play one forward here. Bontrager getting dispossessed by Yaha, but he does well to win that back. Now it's Mondani with the ball. Mondani on the edge of the box. Mondani's going to play one back. Nobody there to receive that one, though, so it will be headed the other direction. It's Mendeville with the ball. Mendeville playing one over top, and that's a great ball forward. He's going to find Barbieri. Barbieri's not going to get the control he wants. It falls for Bontrager, and Bontrager is going to pass that one over to Oliveira. Oliveira with some nice footwork, keeping a hold of the ball there. He'll pass it back once again to Matute, and Matute to Mondani. Mondani now into the middle. Mondani into the middle with Saldivar. Saldivar over to his companion Espinoza, and Espinoza going to play a ball over top. That's one for Garcia to chase after. Will Garcia get there before it runs out of bounds? He did get there, but unfortunately there was a blue shirt in the way blocking him. That's going to go out for yet another goal kick in tonight's match.
Right now, unless something changes.
Greenfield stepping up here to take this goal kick.
I don't think so.
And Greenfield once again just playing a nice short ball there. And now ball headed up, a long ball up over top towards the 27, and some nice skill there to kind of chip the ball over top for Goshen City. It will eventually go out of play. It gets cleared out of play by Marley.
Do you think they're too big? We're too small of a fish for them to make the terrible. Understandable. All right, man.
And there's the throw-in for the 27. Back into play is the ball, and Marley is actually going to commit a foul there. A little bit of weight room work. Dangerous area for a free kick here, just on the outside of the box, on the left side, often preferred just because typically there's a few more of those right-footed players on the pinch. So it is going to be the 27 stepping up for this one. Just getting ready to take this. Rommelspatcher making sure the wall is looking all right. It is going to be Marley. The man who committed the foul will be part of this two-man wall, and just alongside of him is going to be Porto Carrero. And a nice save coming in from Rommelspatcher off of that free kick. Looks like it was number 17 taking that one. That is, of course, going to be a very nice save. Sorry, number 10 taking that one. Excuse me. And that's Jose Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to clip that one in towards the near post, but he's not going to be able to do that effectively. And so here's the corner kick, also taken by Rodriguez. Rodriguez taking that one very short. It's going to come close on the near post to Mondani. Mondani, though, is going to be the one who just kind of, well, it looked like he was attempting to control that one down with maybe his chest or stomach. Didn't get the contact he wanted, so it's going to be a short corner here. Yaha taking that one over for Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to send it into the box, but he won't be able to. Gets cut out by Marley. And now it's a counterattack for the Maple Leafs. Porto Carrero with the ball. Carrero over into the middle, up to the big man. And back to Carrero. Here's an opportunity for the Maple Leafs. In the end, it will be cut out very nicely by Simpson, but the Maple Leafs will be able to win that one back off of a free ball. The Maple Leafs still fighting. It's Lucas Bontrager now. Bontrager into the middle. Another opportunity for the Maple Leafs, still fighting for the ball. And eventually, it is going to be a 1927 free kick just outside of their own box. A great opportunity for the Maple Leafs on the break. And this is what we were talking about just earlier in this broadcast, how important it is going to be for the Maple Leafs, just that pace that they have in this team. And now an opportunity for the 1927. There's a ball, a switch of play onto the near touch side. Al-Hassan Yaha picking up the ball here, trying to get that under control. He will be able to in the end. And a big tackle coming in there from Oliveira. Oliveira really putting in the pressure in this midfield, an absolute engine. Whip ball into the box, across into the box there even, but Marley will do nicely to head that one down for his teammate, Espinoza. Espinoza over to Porto Carrero. And Porto Carrero still with it, up to Garcia. Garcia trying to play the 1-2. Carrero will not be able to get onto the end of that one, but he's still fighting for it. Some great footwork over on the far touchline by Eduardo Moretti. He'll try to play that forward, but once again, Marley, the big man, with some fantastic footwork. A big matchup up top with the Maple Leafs and the 27, as it is, of course, as I was just mentioning, Ali Marley. Big guy. Couldn't tell you his height for a fact, but he's certainly at least 6'5" or so. And then he's going to be facing off with another man of a similar height. And we're going to actually see the first substitution of tonight's match. Coming off is going to be number 17, Jacobo Medrano. And coming into the match is going to be number 13, Tito Sanchez. Mondani now with the ball on the near touchline. Up to Bontrager. Bontrager now into the middle. Received well by Saldivar. And Saldivar is going to switch that one over for Garcia. Garcia does nicely to play that back for Marley. And Marley now looking for the long ball. He will play it. It's going to go all the way back to Gabe Greenfield. Greenfield not even needing to use his hands here, and eventually he will after controlling that one down. And once again, oh so consistently, as we've seen all throughout this match, just playing out from the back very smartly here. Jose Rodriguez seems to be one of those key midfielders for the 27. And there's a ball back for Matute. Matute able to get that one under control, and he'll play it back for Ramos Batcher. Ramos Batcher, who hasn't seen too much of the ball, had a nice save there off of a free kick just earlier on, just 5 minutes ago. 23:40 is what the clock reads in the first half of action here, as the Goshen City FC Maple Leafs are facing off against Fort Wayne 1920 SC. SC did end up getting a goal very early on into the match in the 5th minute of play, coming through number 8, Al-Hassan Yaha. And now the Leafs starting to press up just a little bit more. An interesting press here as the Maple Leafs attack is all the way up, but the midfield and back line are pushed back a little bit more. I mean, that being said, the back line for the Maple Leafs is all the way up near the halfway line. And there's a ball up top. It's going to go all the way up, finding Sam Dolobajo. Dolobajo doing well there. And here's another opportunity for the 27. Wandani does a very nice job in the box to shield off the ball, so it will be Maple Leafs ball. Gregor Ramos-Batcher going to pick that one up, and Ramos-Batcher, as we've seen already in this match, so often not the long balls. There have been plenty of long balls in this match so far, but off of these goal kicks, when the goalkeeper has possession, just playing it short, trying to play out from the back. Oliveira now with the ball. Ooh, some great footwork there from Oliveira. Big man. Oliveira still headed forward here with the ball, kind of calmly moving around here. Now it's Bontrager with the ball. Bontrager on his favored left side. Bontrager still with it. He's going to try and play one through, trying to play one in behind for Porto Carrero, but he won't be able to. And now the ball headed the other way. Here's an opportunity for the 27. It's going to be Dolobajo with the ball, and eventually a huge foul coming in there. Big foul and a big collision here, as looks like there's just a little bit of tension starting to build here between number 21, Sam Dolobajo. He's facing off here against Ali Marley. These were the two that we were talking about earlier. Two absolutely giant men out there. Both of them must be at least 6'6". So a very clash of titans, maybe you could say. You could say it's a clash of titans here today. Now it's Ricardo Garcia. He's going to take this one. The free kick is for the Maple Leafs. And we're going to see a few more substitutions here. Coming off for the Maple Leafs will be number 21, Julian Saldivar, and number 8, that's Eusebio Espinoza. 2 midfield changes for the Maple Leafs. And coming in is going to be number 2, Justin Kabunji. And alongside him will be number 6. That's Yegler Castillo. Garcia now with the ball once again, playing it forward. He's got some type of connection with Porto Carrero. And it is going to be a throw-in here. Originally it looked like it was going to be a Goshen City FC throw-in, but it actually will be called the other way in the end. Taking this throw-in is going to be number 7. That's Eduardo Moretti. Moretti's ball forward. And a great passage of play and an unfortunate play for Goshen City FC. There's a ball into the box. And a huge miss coming in from the 27's big man, Sam Dolabajo, with a massive, massive miss there in front of the net. It was the mistake of Ali Marley that actually opened up that opportunity for him, but he's going to waste that one. Now Garcia, once again, he's seen the ball so much tonight. Garcia, not the biggest guy out there, but he makes up for it in just about every single other aspect of his game. So quick on the ball. Here's the opportunity for Porto Carrero, doing a great job to hit the ball around his defender. He's going to pass that one in the middle. Passing that one over to Yegler Castillo. Castillo actually does go down there, but he won't get the free kick that he wanted. Now it's Mondani breaking forward. He's got Bontrager on his left. He'll find Bontrager. Bontrager doing well with the ball, but a huge tackle coming in from Simpson. Simpson's going to clear that one away, and now it's back with Mondani once again. Mondani playing that one into the middle now with Castillo. Castillo eventually is going to get fouled there, and the ball will go. It does go out of play, but it's a free kick all the way on the touchline. No more than a foot away from the touchline. Now a few more after a slight nudge of the ball by John Mondani. Mondani looking into the box here as the Maple Leafs are starting to put some of their players forward. Interestingly, Marley is not one of those players despite his huge stature. And now here's an attacking opportunity. Incredible outside of the boot Travella pass there coming in from the 1927. Unfortunately for them, it looks like it wasn't offsides, but a beautiful, beautiful ball forward from Bernardo Coelho. Out of bounds, and it is going to be Garcia taking that one back for Marley. Marley looking forward, looking to play the long ball. He will play the long ball forward. That one will get headed down and received nicely by the 1927. Garcia picking up the ball here. And it's going to be stolen back, headed the other way now with Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the turn. Does well to hold on possession. Rodriguez, a very, very calm and composed player. And there's the ball back in behind. Eventually headed out of play. Some hard work on the pitch and some hard work off the pitch as well, as we see some of the ball boys putting in the work to get the ball to the players quickly. And out again, once again, for a 1927 throw-in. 30 minutes into this match, 30 minutes into the first half here, and we're going to see the first substitution coming in from the 1927. Going off is going to be number 8, Al-Hassan Yaha. He was the goal scorer. He scored in the 5th minute. He was the one who was able to change up the trajectory of this tie, and coming in for him is going to be Pedro Borges. And already the ball with Borges in the box. He's facing up against Mondani, but eventually he's going to play that one all the way back, trying to find Rodriguez. He will find Rodriguez, but that's a tough one to control down. Maple Leafs momentarily able to win that ball back from Tito Sanchez, but he wasn't able to keep a hold of it. But the Leafs, with a great press here, eventually trying to win the ball back. It looked like it was going to be a foul called. It wasn't called, and the Maple Leafs are going to be kicking themselves that they did not use that one better. And offsides being called here. So the first significant impact of the match for Pedro Borges has been made. It was a offsides call. And once again, Borges does well. He's going to steal the ball back here. Turned off a little bit there, and he's going to play one into the middle. Another opportunity for the 1927. They've certainly dominated the big chances so far in this match. Of course, getting the first goal of the match in the 5th minute of play coming from Yaha. And there's a ball in behind. Doing very well here, the 1927, with these runs and passes in behind. Eventually, it will be a foul here, and we're going to see the first card of tonight's match. Interestingly, coming to a Goshen City FC player, it was number 6 who's going to pick this one up. That's Yegler Castillo. Interesting because the foul was called against the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs with the free kick here, but somehow they were able to pick up a card. 32 minutes have been played in this first half in the first home opener of the season for the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs still scoreless in this first half, but the scoring was opened up early on in the match after a nice goal coming in from Al-Hassan Yaha. Yaha just got subbed off. And now the Maple Leafs trying to play through this tough 1927 midfield. Great work there from the Maple Leafs. And now it's Bontrager in behind. Bontrager with plenty of space in front of him. He's going to play it to Mondani. Mondani back into the middle, trying to find an orange shirt. He won't be able to do so. Ball getting cleared away, but some smart defending there by Matute. Matute will pick this one back up and send it into the midfield. The Maple Leafs midfield kind of getting overrun here just because the number of blue shirts that we've seen playing through the center of the park. Mondani now with the ball. Playing a very center-focused game compared to the Maple Leafs, who are taking full advantage of the wings. There's a nice ball forward by Garcia. He's trying to find number 13. That is, of course, Tito Sanchez. Sanchez got subbed on. About 10 minutes of play for him so far in this half. Throw in for the Maple Leafs all the way in the far corner. They'll take that one quickly, and a huge ball up into the sky, into near the box, and a big header coming in from, that was Simpson who put in that header, and it is going to be a foul as he clatters into Joao Oliveira. Oliveira now with the opportunity for a free kick. A very nice location here for this free kick. Actually inside of the D. Just outside of that 18-yard box. And looks like we're going to see quite the wall here coming in from the 1927. They've got about 5 or 6 players preparing for this wall just because of the dangerous nature of where it is. Looks like maybe Lucas Bontrager stepping up over this one, the captain of the club, looking to take this one. Gabe Greenfield in net, letting his teammates know where they should be standing. And just scoping it out here, still Greenfield. Greenfield, not the tallest goalkeeper. Certainly Ramos Batcher for the Maple Leafs has a few inches on him. And it actually will be Oliveira, the man who won the free kick, is going to take it. It's a 5-man wall for the 1927. Here comes this free kick for Oliveira, stepping up here. It is going to be a shot. He'll take that one low. It will hit the wall. And now it's Garcia who picks the ball up back for the Maple Leafs. He's all the way into the box now. He'll try and play one back, not finding anyone in orange, but some great offensive work by Castillo to win that one back for the Maple Leafs. And there's the shot. He is going to be kicking himself. That was Miguel Aguilar. Just got substituted on, and he will be kicking himself with that one. The opportunity well inside the box, almost inside of the 5-yard box there with that one, but just didn't get the contact with the ball that he was hoping for, and it's just going to be a bit of a P-roller for Greenfield to collect. The ball immediately sent the other direction, and now it is a free kick here for the 1927. They're going to pass this one back, and once again, as we've seen so much already in this match, really taking control of the match with their back line. Great defensive work by Lucas Bontrager to win that ball back. It was a little bit dangerous as he'll pass that one back to Matute, but there was some pressure on Matute. Matute does well in the end, and now it's with Garcia over to Marley. Marley's ball into the middle is going to get picked up nicely by Rodriguez. Here's the opportunity. Rodriguez trying to chip it, but who else but Gregor Ramelspacher with a fantastic save to keep the Leafs well in this one. Finally, there is going to be a foul called against the 1927. It was Oliveira who got some less than nice pulls and tugs on his arm there. Oliveira, once again with the ball. Bontrager, he'll pass that one forward, and now the Maple Leafs heading the other way. Some great footwork here from the Maple Leafs. That was Castillo, and Castillo over to Mondani. A step over and one more for Mondani, just trying to keep that ball in play. He was all the way in the 18-yard box, but in the end, it will go out of play. And so here's the opportunity. We're going to see some substitutions here as well. Going out will be the big man, Sam Dolabahu. He's headed back onto the bench. Not too many players on the bench for Fort Wayne SC. They didn't maybe not bring the whole lineup here today. Just 4 players sitting over on the bench for them tonight. And just a little bit of a stoppage of play here. Looks like a little bit of coaching and some water going on the far touchline for Justin Kibunji. He's back in action here as we're still waiting for this goal kick to be taken. There it is. The goal kick will be taken. Once again, another short goal kick here. And Bontrager does well to intercept that pass, just hitting that one out for a throw-in on the near touchline. It's Simpson to take it. And once again, another stoppage of play as we're going to see another Maple Leaf substitution. It's the captain coming off, Lucas Bontrager making his way out. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching from home, this is a friendly match, a preseason friendly. It is the home opener for Goshen City FC here today. So it looks like the Leafs are just trying to get a better idea of who's going to be playing where this season. And already a ball in behind for the 1927. They've done well to counterattack here, sending a ball forward, and eventually the offside flag will go up on this near touchline. Just before that offsides, the substitution for the Maple Leafs saw Javier Enciso coming in for the Leafs. He'll get his first minutes of the season here. 39:06 it reads on the clock as the Maple Leafs are trailing 0-1, facing up against the 1927 Fort Wayne SC. And here's an opportunity for Fort Wayne. Rodriguez with the shot. He'll send that one over the crossbar, over the fence behind, and somebody's backyard just got a new ball. I'm sure they'll be happy with that. A nice little gift from the game. Ramelspacher with the goal kick. He'll take that one short over to Matute. Matute up to Oliveira. Oliveira back to Matute. 5 minutes left to play in the first half of action. The Leafs trailing 1-0 against 1927 Fort Wayne FC. Here's an opportunity for Enciso. The ball played in behind for him. He's chasing after this one, trying to get onto the end of it, but some great defensive work once again by the 1927. Eventually it will go out of play. Maple Leafs throw in here on the near touchline. The Maple Leafs starting to really create some more dangerous chances, dangerous opportunities on this near left side of the pitch. Just lacking on that last, the end product, the clinicality, the last touch, getting that pass into the box, and unfortunately just a little bit earlier on, missing the touch for the shot. Quite the opportunity for the Maple Leafs, and the Maple Leafs are going to see their first corner kick on this near touch line. They've seen a few so far tonight, 1 or 2, but now we'll see the first one over here. It's going to be Ricardo Garcia stepping up for this one. You can see that head coach Tyler Bourne here in his second season for Goshen City FC has a favored type of corner kick, at least with these in-swinging corners. And it will be Garcia taking this one. Garcia's corner into the box, popping all around Matute, trying to get onto the end of it. He won't be able to. The clearance away eventually is going to hit the referee in the middle, so the ball will be called as a drop ball for the 1927. And I'm sure the 1927 will be more than happy with that, to be able to keep a hold of this one when the pressure was on. And there is the drop ball. Ball back in action here. And some nice footwork from Bernardo Colejo. A tough shoulder to the back coming in on the Maple Leafs. Number 2, Justin Kabunji. He'll go to ground and win his team a free kick here. We've seen quite a few free kicks already in this first half. Only one card has been shown so far tonight. That was awarded to Yegler Castillo. It will be Marley taking this one. He'll send that one all the way up the pitch, headed towards Enciso. But once again, the 1927 defense with some very tidy defending. And as I say that, they're going to give the ball away. A free ball for the Maple Leafs. The shot coming in from number 13, from number 13, Tito Sanchez. And in the end, it is going to be collected nicely by Gabe Greenfield, able to save it and keep the ball in play. Now, with the ball over on the far touchline and played forward, a nice ball in behind, but Marley using his strength to fend off the substituted in number 14, Alphonsus Zian. Maple Leafs with the ball here. Matute here. Matute so calm and composed on the ball. Very experienced player. Now Garcia playing the ball forward. A nice ball in behind for Enciso. Incredible ball. And here's the opportunity for Enciso. Enciso goes down. Referee blows his whistle. And what will the call be? Just on the edge of the box. Will this be a penalty kick, or will we be seeing a free kick? It's going to be the referee heading over to the assistant referee, the lines judge here. They're going to have a conversation where they think this foul occurred. Of course, as you may already know, may not know, if the foul occurs outside the box, but the contact continues into it, that is a penalty. And I fear that may be what we're about to see here. Referee slowly and calmly walking over, all eyes on him, and as he's about to point to the spot, possibly. Actually, no, sorry. Will he point to the spot? It looks like he is taking the ball over to the penalty spot. Here's the opportunity the Maple Leafs have been looking for. Garcia may be a little bit upset with this one, as he had an incredible ball there, and I'm sure he was hoping that he'd be able to get an assist here, but I'm sure he'll be happy nonetheless that the Maple Leafs have been rightfully awarded a penalty kick. It is going to be a yellow card caution awarded to number 15, Keaton Albert. And taking the penalty here today will be Joao Oliveira, the midfielder for the Maple Leafs. Oliveira, top player already so far in this first half. We've seen some great play from him. Oliveira at the penalty spot. Late on in the first half. 45th minute of play. Oliveira. All eyes on him. Here's the whistle. Oliveira takes the shot. It gets saved. Oliveira with the follow-up. It's no good. Some incredible work from Gabe Greenfield to keep the ball out of the net. Oliveira fighting to win the ball back for the Maple Leafs, but not going to be happy with what he's just seen there. A great save from Gabe Greenfield, but Oliveira devastated to miss out on that one. It is going to be a free kick here for the Maple Leafs. Garcia taking this one all the way on the near corner. Maple Leafs sending just about everyone up into the box for this one. It's the 45th minute of play. We're officially into the added time here in this first half of action. The Leafs still trailing 1-0 in this preseason friendly up against 1927 Fort Wayne SC. Garcia with the free kick. That one's looping high towards the back post. Eventually, it actually gets received by Alphonsus Zion, and that's the whistle. That's going to do it for the first half of action here for Goshen City FC. It's the home opener here tonight as the Maple Leafs are facing off against 1927 Fort Wayne SC. In the first goal, the only goal of tonight's matchup came in the 5th minute of play through Fort Wayne SC's right winger, number 8, Al-Hassan Yaha. We are going to take a real quick break. When we're back, it's going to be more Maple Leafs soccer action here, right here on the Goshen City FC YouTube page.
Everybody has seen this car before. Do you remember? Yes, Back to the Future. So tell me, which one's your favorite? Everybody has seen this car before. Do you remember? Yes, Back to the Future. Tell me, which one's your favorite?
Follow the Goshen Chronicles.
We love Elkhart County.
Hola amiguitos, síganos en nuestras aventuras.
Por the Goshen Chronicles.
Niños, vamos a descubrir esta nueva zona.
En The Goshen Chronicles estamos buscando talento local para desarrollar videos, informativos, culturales y de entretenimiento. Si tienes la capacidad de hablar frente a una cámara, además de que te gusta mantenerte informado y quieres dar a conocer todo lo que Michiana tiene para la comunidad, esto te interesa. Se trata de colaboraciones pro bono que te ayudarán a desarrollar habilidades como conducción de programas en redes sociales, manejo de equipo fotográfico, locución, edición de video y streaming. Para ser seleccionado deberás enviar un correo electrónico a info@thegoshenchronicles.com, donde brevemente nos cuentes algunos datos de ti como escolaridad, hobbies, habilidades, experiencia y el área en la que te gustaría participar. Entre más información pongas, hay mayor posibilidad de ser seleccionado. The Goshen Chronicles, aquel community.
Before the season, if you told me that I would have reached the final and the round 32 of the Nationals, I wouldn't believe you. I wouldn't think that would be possible, but we did.
Crazy.
What a fight. When I arrived at Goshen 2019, I saw that there's so much soccer in the area, and there's not a semi-professional soccer club that we can play and to grow as a player in the summer. And that surprised me because there's so much soccer in the area. So yes, I think right now it's the right time. Maybe 3-4 years ago would be the right time too, and I just saw this opportunity and I just went for it, and it was a dream. After I had the idea, I started to show my ideas to the business department of Goshen College, and they helped me tremendously with some insights and some ideas, and just to have a solid presentation was much easier when you have the president of the college saying, oh, he has a good idea, and then the people started to listen more to me.
We had 80 people come to the tryout. Obviously, you know, we need to have a tryout our first year. We need to see who's interested, who's going to be committed, and who's got the quality to you know, perform and play at a high level. We had 80. We had to cut it down to 30, and we looked at, you know, skills, quality, things like that, as well as who they were as men, because we felt like we needed to bring players in who would represent the community well, and would represent our club well.
The first few practices, I knew some of the players already, that played with me at Fox United, Alan and Peludo. So I knew some players, I knew also some of the Goshen College players. So I wasn't a complete stranger when I got to the team. So it was definitely good that we had some local kids that I already knew that helped make the chemistry right away from the beginning stronger. But then there were still a lot of people in the squad that I didn't know, and I felt like we just built this strong connection so fast.
First 4 games was always away, so we had to travel 5 hours sometimes to go play, and that was a big challenge for us.
You know, once we get there, you know, it's on me to prepare them, to get them kind of in the right mindset to perform, because those games they're just as important as a home game, but when you have that added stress to it, you want to perform and play the best. That way we can get a result, regardless of what's up against us.
I remember we stopped halfway through the trip on the way to Chicago, and we stopped to eat and just hang out a bit. We ate some sandwiches, and yeah, it was very good. Like it's those little moments that I'm talking about that helped us create a strong chemistry in our team. And the first game was definitely special for me and for all the boys, because it was the first time we were getting together on the pitch, and well, yeah, I was so excited on the way to the game. And then once we started warm-ups as well, and once we got on the pitch, I was a little nervous, but then it quickly went away as I started to play and started the game.
When I'm giving a team talk and we're out on the field, and I just told the guys to look up at the stands, because by the time we were starting the game, the stands were full. There were people along each side. I just kind of mentioned to them, like, look at all these people who are here to support you. They're here to want to see you win. They're here to want you to see you succeed. So, you know, it comes down to the players once the whistle blows, that it's up to them to get the result and to play well for everybody that came.
So the first home game was a crazy atmosphere, and to be honest, I didn't expect so many people to show up to the game, and that was a dream coming true. I worked in this project for almost a year before the first home game to happen, and when I see us winning 5-0 in the first half and almost 500 people in the stands, I was so happy, I was so fulfilled, and yeah, that was an emotion that I can't describe.
Goshen City FC goal scored in the 8th minute by number 7, Lucas Bontrager.
It was incredible. It was the best football experience that I ever had in my life, and I'm grateful for this opportunity that I had. Like to come and play in front of hundreds of people and to hold the little kids' hands and walk out to the field with them. That was something I had never experienced before, and I'm so grateful for Goshen City for giving me this opportunity. It was something I will never forget.
That's the performance that we're doing now.
We got to celebrate tonight, you know, 8-0, it's a good feeling, and continue to grow as a group, grow as a team, and continue to get results.
Connecting with the community is so important to bring them to the games, and it's not all about soccer, right? We want to entertain the community and we want to help the youth. We brought kids to the games, and I think we really did good focusing on the kids, because then we bring the parents, we bring the family, and it's just good overall. And every player in our team was required to do the community service, so we went out there and helped the community on whichever way they needed, and I think that creates a bond from the fans to the club. So it's not all about winning games and playing soccer, right? We really want to create that connection with the city.
I'm really grateful for that, and the community couldn't have given us more than what they did this year. I'm extremely grateful.
way that we impacted the community was fantastic. The way we did community service, we helped out. We were kind of giving back to the people that were coming and supporting us during our games, and that felt like a really good feeling.
I think two highlights of this season for me would be the first home game, to see 500 people in the stands and us winning 8-0. That was a crazy dream for us. And the second highlight would be going to the semifinal, play the opponent on their soccer field and winning. I think winning 2-1 in the semifinal, that was crazy. We were going to the final in the first year. That was just a dream coming true. So those two were the highlights of the season for me.
Well, we were extremely happy already that we were gonna make it to the final. I mean, we couldn't believe, no one could believe that within the first season we were gonna make it to the final of our league and also to the nationals. That was like not even considered when we were talking about the team. We just wanted to compete and put in a good first year.
The club is headed in a great direction at a really fast pace. Enrique's doing an amazing job with behind the scenes stuff, with sponsors, with the community, with the kids around the community. I think he's doing a fantastic job with that part, and I see all of that growing, and all of that growing will help my job and the players' job of me coaching and them playing and performing.
The next steps.
Welcome back to the second half of action here as Goshen City FC is facing off against 1927 Fort Wayne SC. Second half is just underway and the first half ended 1-0 in favor of 1927 SC. It came after a goal in the 5th minute coming in from Al Hassan Yaha. And the ball's already back in action. My name is Cormac Coop-Lichty, the official broadcasting voice for Goshen City FC. And already a long ball being played over top onto the near side. Ricardo Garcia does well to win that one back for the Leafs, and now the Leafs are headed the other direction. A great ball forward. That's one to chase after for Tito Sanchez. Sanchez won't be able to get onto the end of it. And headed down and away. Eventually, it is going to be a free kick for the Maple Leafs in a rather dangerous position. This is one of those spots where you almost wonder, is it time to shoot? Or is it going to be a cross? It is Garcia stepping up to take this one. He's been their primary free kick taker, at least some of these farther ones. He's got the accuracy. And it looks like he's going to be crossing this one in. There's the whipped ball into the box. At the back post is Bontrager. Bontrager just unable to get onto the end of that one. He was able to get onto the end of that. He wasn't able to put it into the back of the net. He'll be a little bit disappointed with himself. He's back out there again. That's the captain for the Maple Leafs. Bontrager, who was a freshman at Goshen High School all those years ago, playing at this very stadium, I guess it's maybe not a stadium, but playing right here alongside his now coach, who was a senior goalkeeper at the time. Here's an opportunity for the 1927. The shot's going to come in at the near post, but eventually it'll be cleared all the way away and out of bounds. As I was saying, Bontrager, who played alongside his coach, Tyler Bourne, he was a freshman as Bourne was a senior, and the two of them able to win the state championship title for the Red Hawks. That was their first and only ever state title in boys soccer. Ball in behind, and the offside flag will go up, coming against number 16. It looks like that was James Lighton. Called offside there. Now the Maple Leafs with the ball here once again. They're going to start taking this one forward onto this near touch line with number 10. That's Ricardo Garcia. Garcia, yet another former Goshen High School player, and a nice passage of play. So the Leafs are trying to work their way forwards. There's the switch over onto the far side for Bontrager. Bontrager does well to get hold of that one. Bontrager with the shot, and the save is on point from Gabe Greenfield. Greenfield, the man in between the sticks for the 27, and he has been nothing less than sublime tonight. Greenfield, who was able to, in the 45th minute of play, come in clutch, come in big time for the 27 with a massive penalty save, and he was even able to save the rebound as well. Some fantastic, fantastic work on the night for Greenfield, and now it's going to be a little bit of a stoppage of play here. Looks like it's a foul, and we're going to see another card come out, another yellow card, a card of caution here, as it looks like that is going to be number 3. That's German Mendeville, who's going to pick up the card there. Oliveira now taking this free kick for the Maple Leafs as they start to push forward. It's a back 5 coming in tonight for the team in blue. Playing a bit of a 5-3-2 right now. Very defensive-minded, but some offensive-minded fullbacks. There's the whip into the box for Garcia. The whip was good. Getting onto the end of it was number 14, Miguel Aguilar. In the end, the ball will go out of play for a goal kick. Gabe Greenfield taking this one. Aguilera in a tough position, kind of farther out into the box, but he will be disappointed he was unable to get that one onto the target. And playing out from the back once again is the 1927. The Leafs have certainly switched up their pressing tactics as they're pushing up further up the field, but now the 27 have an opportunity. There's the ball in behind. Garcia chasing after that one. He's going to do fantastically to keep a hold of that one, and one of those characteristics that I love in a player is just, you know, if you're a defender, you can't just kick the ball out every time, and Garcia does a great job there to play smart, keep a hold of the ball, and not just waste it, give the ball back the other way. Here we are now, ball playing forward. The Maple Leafs going to get on the end of this one. Will they be able to get a shot away? No, they will not. What an opportunity there for the Maple Leafs. Now the ball on the near touch line with the 1927. They're passing the ball very nicely here. Ball with Bernardo Colejo. He picked up a card in the first half. Excuse me, actually picking up the card in the second half was not German Mendeville. Sorry, it actually was, ironically, Bernardo Colejo. And Bontrager fighting to win this one back for the Leafs now. Ball being played over. Backline doing fantastically well to keep a hold of this one. Some smart play here. Keaton Albert. He's going to pass that one back to Greenfield. Greenfield, again, so adept, so calm on the ball for a goalkeeper. He's got everything you look for, and certainly the shot stopping has been on point as well. As we already mentioned, he was able to get a big penalty save late on in the second half. Here's a ball forward. That's one to chase after here. It's Igor Barbieri with the ball. He's on the edge of the box. He's trying to break in. He does get past his man. He goes down. It looks like there were a few shouts for a penalty there. No such penalty will be given. The ball getting cleared away by Marley, and now it's an opportunity for the Maple Leafs. There's the ball over top for Bontrager to chase after. Bontrager trying to get into that one, but he actually gets cut off, sandwiched there. So now it's Rodriguez. He'll head that one down. Ricardo Garcia picks that one up, and he's going to send that one all the way back for Rammelsbacher. Excuse me, sorry, not Rammelsbacher. It's a halftime substitution here. Completely missed it. It's Diego Campos between the sticks for the Maple Leafs. Now Rammelsbacher headed over to the bench. Maple Leafs trying out all types of different options here. And of course, this is a pre-season friendly for the Maple Leafs. Just trying to scope out who are going to be the key players for the Maple Leafs this season. 52-35 is what the clock reads here as the Maple Leafs are trailing 1-0 in this preseason friendly against the 1927 Fort Wayne FC. Maple Leafs just trying to edge their way back into this match after the goal coming in early in the match in the 5th minute from Yaha. There's a cross into the box. It is going to be picked up nicely by Gabe Greenfield. And it is going to be a player on the ground. I believe that's Romario Simpson on the ground now for the 1927. Looks like he may have picked up an injury here, and so a quick substitution is to be made for the 1927. 27 haven't seen too many substitutions thus far in this match, and I think that comes down to, if you do look at their subs bench, they've got about 5 players to choose from. Not the greatest selection for the team on the night. They don't have maybe all of their players, or certainly don't have enough to consistently at least be playing with this many players, so haven't been quite as heavy on the substitutions as the Maple Leafs. Some great footwork there from Oliveira. Still with the ball here, Oliveira on the edge of the box, trying to play that one to the middle. He will be able to after a deflection and a massive clearance coming in. Now it's Mondani who's going to win the ball back for the Maple Leafs. Once again, Mondani driving forward. He'll take the shot, and that one will just drag a little bit far of that right post. Gabe Greenfield up for another goal kick. We haven't seen him take a long goal kick yet, and I don't expect us to see one here now, although maybe as I say that, he's motioning to his teammates, let's press up the field. Commentator's curse. I think that's what they call it right there. If I ever say anything, if I can't make a prediction without, or maybe an observation, I suppose, without the opposite coming true. And there's going to be a foul against the Maple Leafs. They're going to get a free kick in their own half here as Lucas Bontrager, the captain, is going to pick up the ball. It was Matute who got fouled there, and the foul came in from the 1927's number 9. That's Igor Barbieri. Maple Leafs switching the ball onto the far side now. Mondani with it still. Some nice footwork. Mondani he's played all of the 54 minutes so far in tonight's match. A top player here, and he's also a top player for another Maple Leafs, as he is a player for Goshen College as well. Some great passage of play there between Lucas Bontrager and Ricardo Garcia. Looks like Bontrager's actually switched over from that far left side now onto the near right side. Bontrager, yet another one of these players. He's played just about through every level of Goshen athletics that you can. Goshen High School, Goshen College, and now here with Goshen City FC. Bontrager with so much experience. Very calm, composed player on the ball. Super intelligent. He's got the speed and the finishing. Exactly the type of player you look for. And it is going to be a foul over on the far touchline. This time coming against the Maple Leafs, as the 1927 will be able to take this free kick. Certainly not in a dangerous position, as it's all the way in their own half, but they'll be happy to beat the Maple Leafs press there, at least for a little bit. They do have the lead via a 5th minute goal. And there goes the ball out of bounds. Lucas Bontrager is going to take this throw in for Oliveira. Oliveira still with the ball now. Oliveira trying to break into the box. He won't be able to. He gets dispossessed. Now the ball headed the other direction. It's with Max Amoko. Amoko's going to pass that one back for number 19. I believe that is Will Galley. And now onto the near side with Mendeville. Mendeville with some nice passage of play here. He's linking up with Troy Vasquez. And once again, Garcia absolutely on point tonight. Some incredible defensive work and offensive work for Garcia. Got to give him his flowers. He has been absolutely sublime on the night. Now Rodriguez. Jose Rodriguez, number 10 for The 1927, so great on the ball. Kind of the type of player that you really love to have in the midfield, because it's just those players with he has incredible vision from what we've seen so far in tonight's match, but just to add on to it, to go alongside it, so smart. Never feels like he's really under pressure. Very, very top player out there for the 27. Created quite a few chances for them as well. Now it's the Maple Leafs who've got a hold of the ball here. Mlandani passing that one back for Marley. Marley up into the middle for Espinoza, and Espinoza all the way back for Campos. Campos. He'll pass that up, and now it's with Garcia. Garcia certainly a fan favorite here for GCFC. And now the opportunity for the Maple Leafs. It was number 21, Julian Salvador, trying to break away there. He won't be able to, as it's actually going to be called as a free kick. He might actually be a little bit upset that play on wasn't called in that case. And it is going to be a stoppage of play here. Referee coming over, as it looks like there's just a bit of commotion here on this near side of play. Looks like maybe some less than kind words being thrown out. So he's gonna go over and handle that with some of these fans on the near side, kind of actually giving them the shush, telling them you guys need to be quiet or else you're gonna need to leave the premises. Now the opportunity back in play for the Maple Leafs. It's Ali Marley with the ball now. The Leafs trying to play out from the back here. They're looking forward in so many blue shirts in the center of midfield. Doing a great job to occupy the center are the 1927, and Mlandani picks up the ball, and he's not taking any risks there. He's sending that one all the way back to Diego Campos. Campos back to Marley. Marley looking forward up to teammate there, and a tough collision there. Ball still in play here. That just looked like an unfortunate one, as it's going to be number 13 headed to ground. That's Bernardo Colejo. Colejo on the rough side of a 50-50 there. Looks like it was him in collision with number 13 for the Maple Leafs. That's Tito Sanchez, the two of them who both simultaneously went in to kick the ball, and I think there was actually contact on the ball. Certainly no foul play there, but just off of that collision, it seems that he may have gotten the less favorable side of the collision. He went to ground holding his ankle, but he's back up on his feet now. Seems to be doing all right. 59:08 is what the clock reads as the Maple Leafs, Goshen City FC Maple Leafs, are opening up their season here. It's the home opener. They're playing actually at Goshen High School tonight, although normally they're playing at the Goshen College Soccer Complex. But today, over at Goshen High School, a nice turnout from the Goshen locals. And they currently trail 0-1 as they face off here against the 1927 Fort Wayne SC. Trail 0-1 after a 5th-minute goal coming in from the 27's number 8, Al Hassan Yaha, scored in the 5th minute. Now the Maple Leafs looking to make something happen here. Not going to want to let this lead hold on for too long now, as starting to get into the last 30 minutes of play. There's going to be an offside, so the Maple Leafs won't waste much time as they get the ball back into the play quickly. There's a ball over top, and looked like even a little bit of confusion there between who was going to go for that one. It was Tito Sanchez and Lucas Bontrager. The ball kind of landed between them, and in the end, it landed at the feet of the 27. If you have not already, tuning in today on the GCFC YouTube page, make sure to drop a subscription, turn on the notification bell. Maybe for whatever reason, if you miss a match, if you can't come in person, make sure you get the notifications on so you never miss any of our live streams, any of our uploads, and that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Now some miscommunication or some type of communication coming in from the 27 as they're doing a great job to build the ball forward here. Oliveira is going to put in a tackle there. No foul called, despite maybe what the 27 were hoping for, but they do a fantastic job to continue playing out from the back. There's the ball forward, trying to win that one back for the Maple Leafs. It was number 14, Miguel Aguilar, but he won't be able to. Now the ball in the middle for Max Amoko. Amoko with some nice footwork. Still the Amoko, great ball forward, or at least a great attempt, but Marley's going to cut that one out. Great vision there by Amoko, but Marley does well defensively to win that one back for the Leafs. Marley, such a dominant defender. Absolutely huge, big, strong player, but despite all of that, so calm, collected on the ball. Exactly what you're looking for in a center back, and once again, he's on the ball. He's also got the passing range as well. He's looking forward. He's not going to do anything too fancy there. And a little bit of miscommunication here. Eusebio Espinosa is going to receive the ball in the middle, thinking that Oliveira's on his left, but he was not. So he's going to give the ball away, and now it's Max Amoko again. He'll play it onto the far side, and the ball back into the middle, once again getting cut out by Marley. Marley doing so well. He'll drive forward as well. Over to Oliveira. The Maple Leafs looking to counterattack here, need the urgency. It's Bontrager linking up with Garcia, and now Oliveira. Those three who've been absolutely top class so far on the match. And going to ground is going to be Espinoza. He's on the ground. Looks like it's actually his upper thigh that he's holding, so hopefully it's nothing too serious, but he's getting back up on his feet. Looks like he's going to walk this one off, so hopefully he'll be all right. The ball is going to be played into Bontrager, and actually Espinoza, after going down, will come right back up quickly after a shoulder into the back of number 15, Keaton Albert. Albert taking that shoulder, and actually Espinoza will also be awarded a yellow card here, a card of caution in the 62nd minute of play. The Leafs still trailing 0-1 as they face off here in this preseason friendly up against 1927 Fort Wayne SC. Looks like it is going to be number 10, Jose Rodriguez, taking this one. And a few substitutions coming here. Looks like quite a few substitutions making their way in. Espinoza will go out alongside him. Tito Sanchez makes his way off. Coming in, looks like it's going to be number 6, Yegler Castillo. And here comes the wall for GCFC. Campo's doing well to instruct his teammates on where they need to stand. Now here is the set play. Running over the ball, and then there's the ball in behind. Rodriguez going to send that one over the top, but very nicely collected in the end by Campos. Playing up top, this other substituted in player, substituting himself up into the striker role, is going to be number 9 for the Maple Leafs. That's Luis Arteaga. Arteaga, another one of the big men for the Maple Leafs, and he's going to immediately have a very nice little play there, chesting the ball down and getting a nice little pass in. There's a foul call coming against the Maple Leafs, as it's number 2, Justin Kabunji, who's going to put in the foul there. And it will be a stoppage of play here, as it was Max Amoko who went to ground. Originally, it looked like he might need a bit of medical attention, but in the end, thankfully, he's back up on his feet. Now it's a throw-in for the Maple Leafs. All the way up for their number 9, that's Arteaga. Arteaga does well to keep a hold of it. He's on the edge of the box. Can he get the pass back? He will pass the ball back. But once again, some stellar goalkeeping from Gabe Greenfield. Greenfield, who's been on fire tonight. Once again, he actually was able to stop a penalty in the 45th minute of play. So he will be more than delighted to be able to do that. Kabunji, back from Londani. And the foul being called against the 1927, so it'll be a free kick here for the Maple Leafs. Just outside the center circle. Londani sees Garcia. Garcia's got space, but it going to be played into the middle for Castillo, sorry. Still in the middle. Arteaga with some fantastic footwork. He goes to ground. And I think he'll be a little bit disappointed there. No call. Now the ball headed the other way. But some fantastic defensive work coming in from the Maple Leafs. That's going to be just enough for them to win the ball back and try and attack the other way. Garcia plays the ball forward. Now Castillo. Kabunji. Still with the ball with Kabunji. Still with Kabunji somehow. Now with Arteaga through on goal, trying to get a shot away. And there's the goal for Goshen City FC. Late, or maybe in the middle of the second half of action. 64-53 reads the clock. And the Maple Leafs are going to finally break into the scoring here. It was the opportunity originally starting off with number 9. That is, of course, Luis Ortega, who was able to find some nice space. Find some very nice space, get in behind, eventually get the shot away. It was originally saved by Gabe Greenfield, but the deflection fell perfectly for Javier Enciso. Enciso's going to be able to pick up his first goal of the season. Goshen City FC's first goal of the season, and the score is all tied up now 1-1 into this second half of action. Ball back in play now. Rodriguez trying to play that one forward. Cut out nicely by the Maple Leafs, and now they're looking forward as well. Arteaga already with the ball. Luis Arteaga, one of those players for the Maple Leafs, so direct with the ball. Certainly has that proper striker skill set. More traditional skill set. Very physical player. Physical presence. Eventually a through ball from the 27 will be cut out very nicely by Ali Marley. Cleared away, and not only some running on the pitch here, as we're going to see one of the ball boys putting in some work to chase after that clearance. And now, look in the other direction. There's the ball forward. Arteaga receives, but he can't keep a hold of it. And now a little bit of a collision there will win a free kick for the 1927. Here's the free kick for the 1927. They're looking forward. A nice ball over top, but not quite nice enough as it eventually will roll out of play. Maple Leafs throw in now. The Leafs doing very well to win that goal back, get it all tied up, but they're still not done with the job yet. Now they've got a mission, and this will be interesting to kind of see how that's gonna. This goal will change up the pace of this game, of course, as we've already seen in the second half of action. 1927 have been far more defensive in the second half of action. Not quite with the same offensive urgency, but now they'll need to switch that up. They're hoping to come away from this match with a win. Bontrager with the ball, some nice link-up play there, and Bontrager was hoping he might receive that one again, the captain for the Maple Leafs. Looking forward now, and a nice ball over top will fall very kindly for Mondani. In the end, Mondani will lose that one after some stellar defensive work coming in from number 7 for the 27. And of course, number 7 is going to be Eduardo Moretti. Ball up for Bontrager. Bontrager sees Garcia. He won't take that pass though. Instead, he's going to get it to Kabunji. Kabunji back for Bontrager. Bontrager. And there's the ball over top. It was Saldivar there who was hoping that Garcia was making the run, but not quite the connection. So in the end, it will be an easy ball to pick up for the 27. 27 now trying to play out from the back, and going to ground will be number 3, German Mendeville. And with that, Mendeville will win himself a free kick here. He's still on the ground. And now it looks like there's going to be a little bit of medical assistance here as he's on the ground. We'll take this time now, if you have not already, another reminder to make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notifications for the Goshen City FC YouTube page. If you are hoping to continue watching these games, see all of the uploads, there's of course an abundance of other content coming out on this page as well. Make sure that you subscribe and get those notifications on so that you never miss another Goshen City FC post. And now, still recovering here, Tyler Bourne giving some instructions here. It's his second season as the head coach, the only ever head coach for the Goshen City FC men's team. This year, getting started will be the Goshen City FC women's team getting started. And I know I can say for a fact that there's going to be a few Goshen College women's players that at least have some interest in trying to make that team. Tyler Bourne, who was a former Goshen College goalkeeper, Goshen High School goalkeeper, he certainly is familiar with this field as he was playing on it not too long ago. He is a 2019 Goshen College grad. He's a 2015 Goshen High School grad, and in that 2015 year for Goshen High School soccer, he was able to bring home the state championship title for the Red Hawks. Some great work to do that one as the starting goalkeeper for the Leafs, and alongside him, another Goshen City FC connection, Lucas Bontrager, who was a freshman at the time, the only freshman on that Goshen High School varsity soccer team. And now it looks like we may see some play being resumed here. And it was number 3, German Mendeville, who had gone to ground, and he's going to make his way out now. 69-23 reads the clock. It's all tied up 1-1 in this preseason friendly matchup. It's the first home match for Goshen City FC on the season. And as we say that, the man who scored the first goal, opened up the scoring, has just won his team a free kick as well. That's number 8, Al-Hassan Yaha, scored in the 5th minute of play. And it wasn't until the 65th minute where we saw the score sheet get another name, as it was Enciso for the Maple Leafs, and he was able to slot one into the back of the net, finally breaking the deadlock on Gabe Greenfield, who had been so stellar thus far in the match. There's the ball into the box for Yaha. Yaha taking that one nicely, but Diego Campos very quick to react, and he's going to get all the way out there and collect the ball for the Maple Leafs. Not taking any risks here. He'll play that one short from Landani. Landani passing that one into the middle. And some nice midfield work. There's the ball forward for the Maple Leafs, and Ciso on the end of that one. He got the touch but won't be able to keep a hold of it in the end. And now the ball headed the other way. Maxwell Amoko with the ball. He is absolutely lightning quick, but Marley does well to shield the ball off, and he's going to win a free kick actually for the Maple Leafs. Marley, who's been absolutely fantastic tonight. And actually, it's going to be Diego Campos taking this one. He's telling his teammates, let's press up the field, push up. Bontrager on this near touch sign, playing on the right as it stands. He started on the left side, but he will be actually playing on the right now. It's going to be another yellow card being issued here for the men in blue. There's the ball up forward for Campos. Leafs really pressing high now. Ortega doing well. Ortega over forward for Enciso, but he is not going to make the make the pass kind of, I suppose, in the way he was hoping for. That one will go out of play in the end. Now the throw in. Stellar work here. Very, very nicely done. Lucas Bontrager in the middle with the ball. Bontrager over onto the far side. On the far side with the ball is going to be Castillo. Yaha chasing after the ball, but Garcia will beat him to it. Garcia plays it into the middle. Rodriguez does well to get it. Now it's Bontrager. Bontrager down. Oliveira picks it up. Oliveira back to Kabunji. Kabunji still with it. Still with him. Now to Bontrager. Bontrager with the ball forward. A great ball. Castillo with the back heel trying to find Kabunji. In the end, that one will get booted way out of bounds, and it's a Goshen City FC throw-in. Garcia over to Bontrager. Bontrager whipping one into the back post. Trying to find somebody there, but in the end, it will go out of play. Greenfield here with the goal kick. 72-57 reads the clock, all tied up 1-1. A goal on either end of the pitch, or for either team, I suppose. Both goals scored on the same side of the pitch. And the Maple Leafs certainly pressing up higher. They've had a little bit more momentum coming in after their goal. Ball on the far side, some nice passing. Castillo over to Bontrager. Bontrager turns well to find Garcia. Garcia playing the ball into the box. The ball at the back post. And there's a few Leafs players who've got to be kicking themselves right now. Originally it looked like Garcia's ball was going to be cut out, but it made its way through in the end. And I think a few of those GCFC players didn't continue their run, and in the end, it was easily collected there by Gabe Greenfield, the keeper for 1927 Fort Wayne Soccer Club. 1927 with the ball. Once again, playing it out from the back here. Such a great job to pass the ball around the back. Certainly this has helped them out tactically as far as breaking down the Maple Leafs press. There's a ball over top for Yaha. He won't be able to get onto the end of it because Olvera does well. Olvera does well to win that one back for the Maple Leafs. And eventually it will be a Maple Leafs free kick. Dangerous position. Interestingly, Leafs not going to send everybody up here. They are starting to send up, and Marley will go up, and that's certainly somebody you don't mind having in the box for a header. Now Castillo with the ball. Castillo playing a very nice ball forward. The back heel touch by Enciso. Ortega trying to fight for it. In the end, it was Castillo who trying to win it back. He goes to ground, but Mondani picks it up. Mondani sending across into the box. Castillo fighting for it. Not going to get on the end of it, and now ball cleared up the other way. Mondani gets a touch on it. He's got help from Kabunji. Leafs still with it. Castillo trying to hold on to that one. He's going to get pushed from behind. That's a Maple Leafs free kick. Quite a few free kicks so far in tonight's match. Mondani setting up for this one. Interestingly, it will not be Garcia on this occasion. And Mondani, the man of many skills, actually taking this one with his right foot. Ball knocking all around up in the box. A bicycle kick coming in from Enciso. And you got to give him credit. An audacious attempt? Yes, most certainly. But an attempt nonetheless. Now an opportunity the other way. And an incredible recovery coming in from Ariel Matute. Absolutely incredible defensive work from Matute. Matute, who actually lost the ball there after an awkward bounce, and it was picked up nicely by Sam Dolobajo. after Dolabajo was through on goal. A incredible tackle coming in from Matute. He'll send the ball out of bounds. And it's going to be the first 1927 corner kick of this second half. Preparing for this. Looks like a little bit of foul play over in the box. So the referee's going to just have a few quick words. And play ball, says the ref. Here comes the ball into the box. It was Maxwell Amoko who was able to get his head onto the ball, but wasn't able to do much with it as it goes out of play for a Maple Leafs goal kick. 77-27 reads the clock. Maple Leafs are all tied up here 1-1 as they face off against 1927 Fort Wayne SC in tonight's home opener at Goshen High School. Ricardo Garcia now with the ball on the near touchline. He'll go to ground after taking a knee to his knee. It was number 14, Alphonsus Zion, who put in that tackle. Garcia back up on his feet, sending the ball into the middle to Oliveira. Oliveira back for Ali Marley, and then Marley over to Mlandani. Mlandani to Castillo. Castillo playing the ball forward. Leafs doing very nicely, but it will get cut out in the end. And some fantastic positioning by Kabunji to win the ball back. Now in Ciso. Ciso's got space. He's getting onto the edge of the box. He'll send one in. Plenty of power on that cross, and after a touch from the 1927, it's going to go out for a Maple Leafs throw-in on the far touchline now. Tito Sanchez with the ball in his hands, and actually he'll hand that one over for Mlandani. Mlandani with the throw-in. Throwing that one up for Justin Kabunji, but Kabunji won't be able to get it under control, out for a goal kick. Greenfield taking this one. 11 minutes left to play in tonight's match. I can't imagine that tonight's match will go to extra time because, of course, it is just a pre-season friendly, but it's still all tied up. Both teams looking to get ahead on the score sheet. The Leafs conceded first, but they were able to strike back, and now the ball over top. There's one to chase after, and Marley doing some fantastic work there to win the ball back quite easily. Lucas Bontrager with the ball now, but he'll have that stolen away from him by Sam Dolabohu. And eventually, a little bit of rough play there, and a card will come out. Ali Marley is going to see his name get onto the referee's notepad as he picks up the yellow card. It's a free kick now, well within their own half for the 1927. There's the ball forward, and still alive is the ball as it's going to fall to the feet of Max Amoko. Now the Maple Leafs headed the other direction. A nice interception. The ball over. Here's the shot for the Maple Leafs, and it's 2. Justin Kabunji hitting the gritty on 1927 Fort Wayne SC. The Maple Leafs finally, they started off the match just 5 minutes into the match, down 0-1 after a goal coming in from Al Hassan Yaha. But the Leafs did not give up. What a team talk. Tyler Bourne must have given at halftime because the Leafs have come out as a different team. They got a second goal. They were able to tie it up the match. In the 65th minute, coming from a Enciso goal, and just now in the 80th minute of play, the Leafs will finally take the lead in their home opening friendly through a goal coming in from Justin Kabunji. The ball already back in play, and the Maple Leafs finally starting to get a little bit more energy, maybe. That being said, the 1927 certainly have some work to do now as they're starting to press much, much higher. This is what we saw from them in their first 5 minutes of play, pressing far, far up the field. Marley's going to clear that ball way upfield. And eventually that one gets headed down and out for a Maple Leafs throw-in. The midfielder Kabunji with a fantastic strike to beat the keeper on his near post there. And now it's Mondani with the throw-in. Mondani up for Enciso. And kicked way out of bounds. Mondani once again with another throw-in. 81-57 reads the clock, and for the first time, 2-1, the Maple Leafs lead in tonight's match. Oliveira trying to play the ball forward. He won't be able to. He's played quite a few minutes tonight, and now the ball forward headed the other way. Marley going to cut that one out and send it into the middle. Bontrager chasing after that one. He'll win it back for the Maple Leafs. He tries to head it down for Garcia, but it gets intercepted there. Eventually going to ground was Alphonsus Zion, but he won't win. He will not win any type of free kick. Garcia. Ball headed towards Garcia, but looks like he just wasn't prepared for that one. It goes out of play for 1927 throw-in. Now it's Rodriguez with the ball. Rodriguez with the ball forward. A great ball forward, trying to play one into the box was Pedro Borges, but in the end, that'll go out for a corner kick. 1927 with the corner kick. They'll take that one short. Borges with it. He's got it near the edge of the box. He'll whip one over onto the far side. Finds it to the back post. And in the end, a poor touch there by Campos. Campos trying to collect that one. He actually goes to ground, and it will be called as a foul against the 1927. So the Maple Leafs will have a free kick here just on the edge of the box. Looked like a bit of a dangerous opportunity, but in the end, nothing more than a goal kick. Lucas Bontrager finding some space over on this right side as Diego Campos lets all of his teammates know to push up the field a little bit here. There's the ball. Oliveira heading that one down, and eventually that one will get booted way high up into the sky. A big jump there from Kabunji will head that one down for Oliveira. Oliveira with a fantastic feint there, and the Leafs with some great link-up play here. Garcia's got space in front of him. Garcia with the ball now. He'll pass that one back for Matute. Matute over for Oliveira. And Matute again. Excellent body feint from him to keep a hold of the ball. Kabunji now, the goal scorer, back for Oliveira, and back to Kabunji again. Kabunji trying to send that one up for Mondani, but it's going to get cut out. Now the opportunity coming for the men in blue. A tackle coming in from Oliveira. He won't win the ball. And in the end, he will pick up a foul. It's a free kick here for the 1927 SC. They're going to take this one over on the near touchline. And not too much space to mess around here for the Maple Leafs, as this is a relatively dangerous position over on that far side. But they're going to take this one short. A nice ball in behind. Ball over top. Trying to clear that one away was Garcia. In the end, Bontrager picks it up, and it'll go out of bounds now for a Maple Leafs goal kick. The Leafs needing to make sure they stay composed here. Just 5 minutes left to play. It's the 85th minute of play now, as the Maple Leafs are looking to close out this match. Campos with the free kick. He sends that one way up the field. Ball still bouncing all around. Oliveira is going to head that one down. Oliveira still with it on the turn. He does well. And sends that one back. Eventually Marley receives it, but the foul was called before then. Oliveira taking this free kick, and the Leafs certainly in no rush now, as they've got the lead. Oliveira now. He'll send that one all the way back. Marley's got space in front of him. And Fort Wayne SC not with the same press that they had in the first half. You have to give them some credit, as they've got about half as many players on the bench here today as Goshen City FC does. And of course, as this is a friendly, the Leafs are able to substitute however they do please. So they certainly have fresher legs than Fort Wayne. And as we say that, it is actually one of Fort Wayne's players, I believe that is Borjas, who looks like he's just in a little bit of pain there. It's going to be a drop ball here as they get back into play. Borjas still seems to be having a little bit of pain, possibly a cramp over in his left leg. But the ball's back in play now at the feet of number 5. That's Troy Vasquez. And now driving forward are the 1927, but the ball forward is no good, and Campos will pick it up. Campos doing well to waste just a little bit of time there before picking up the ball. 86:53 reads the clock as the Leafs still have the lead late on in this second half. I say still, they picked it up only in the 80th minute after a Kabunji goal. And now Enciso wins the ball back for the Maple Leafs. He's got Garcia in front of him, and he will get fouled. The Maple Leafs one more free kick. How many free kicks have we seen in tonight's match? Certainly into the double digits now. Oliveira up on the spot to take this one. Certainly not the most dangerous area to take a free kick in, but the Leafs pushing forward just a bit nonetheless. And we're going to see some substitutions here. Looks like it's going to be Lucas Bontrager and Enciso making their way off. And coming in for them will be Goshen College duo. As coming in will be Porto Carrero, and alongside him will be Wendo Casilla immediately trying to get onto the end of that free kick. He won't be able to, and now the 1927 starting to break forward the other way. Borges with the ball. There's the ball over top. That's one for Sam Dolobajo to chase after. He still got it, using his strength very nicely over in this near-sided corner. And the ball still somehow at the feet of the Blue, but they're going to lose that one as Wendo Casilla tries to get forward with the ball. Eventually, he's going to commit the foul coming against Keaton Albert. Albert going to ground, and free kick for the players in blue. If you missed it, there's been 3 goals so far in tonight's match. The first goal coming from number 5, Yaha. He picked up a goal coming in the 5th minute. Then the Maple Leafs came back 65th minute, and Ciso was able to put one home for the Maple Leafs. And then late in the match, in the 80th minute, Kabunji gave the Leafs the lead in their first match of the season in today's preseason friendly, as the Maple Leafs are facing off against 1927 Fort Wayne SC. Yellow card caution is going to come against number 10. That's Jose Rodriguez. And still a few words here between the referee and some of these 1927 players. There's the ball back in play. The free kick coming short. There's the ball over top, a looping one. Oliveira is going to try and head that one down nicely, and actually was a handball there. And a foul, it seems, as it was Ali Marley on the ground now. He seems to be in a bit of pain after getting somewhat clattered with in the air. We'll take this time to quickly mention that if you have not already, make sure that you press the subscribe button if you're watching here on the Goshen City FC YouTube page. You don't want to miss any of their uploads. May as well throw on the notification bell as well if you have not already. Don't want to miss any uploads or any games. Alongside that, just a quick reminder, my name is Cormac Kublikti. I'm the official broadcasting voice for Goshen City FC. So excited to be able to get things going here for the Maple Leafs in their first home match of the season. Still on the ground is Ali Marley, as it looks like he's getting some medical attention now. It appears it was a cramp. He's back up on his feet now. Still yet to see whether or not he'll be able to finish off tonight's match. Not much time left, as it's already the 89th minute of play. But he's back up on his feet, and he seems like he's all set, good to go. And so the free kick now Coming in, it's going to be Diego Campos taking this one. Campos telling his teammates, let's push forward here. And everybody going up and left. Campos with the kick. That's a big kick up to Kabunji. And eventually the ball is going to be played over top. It's one for Porto Carrero to chase after. He will. He wins the ball, and eventually the ball goes out of play. Just a bit unfortunate for him there. He wasn't able to keep the ball under control like he was hoping to. And now the 1927 with the opportunity headed the other direction. Still in play. Yaha with the ball now. Yaha with some fantastic footwork to keep the ball alive. Now it's Mondani fighting for the ball for the Maple Leafs. Mondani does win it, and in the end, the ball will go out of play. It's going to be a 1927 throw-in. Tyler Bourne, the head coach for the Maple Leafs, his second season as the head coach for the Maple Leafs, able to take the Leafs to a playoff final in their very first season last season. Some fantastic coaching from him, making an immediate impact, and it shows you just why he was chosen as the Goshen City FC coach. So much experience from him. An assistant coach at Grace College as well. And now Mondani holding the ball as it's going to be a free kick here for 1927 FC. And a yellow card caution coming out here. Coming against 1927. Borges stepping up to take this one. 90 minutes it reads on the clock. Of course, in tonight's match, it should only be 90 minutes of play. So we're going to see what happens here. This is most likely going to be the last opportunity for the 1927. So they are hoping to come away with a tie here. They're going to need to make something happen. The ball into the box at the back post. Nobody getting onto the end of that one. Garcia eventually kicking that one away. And you would imagine that we're going to hear this full-time whistle soon, but not quite yet. Yaha has the ball, and the Maple Leafs stealing it very nicely. Here's the opportunity for the Maple Leafs. Wendo Kisila with the ball into the middle. Now the Maple Leafs still with it. Porto Carrero trying to break into the box in a fantastic tackle coming in from number 8. That's Yaha. He scored. He opened up the scoring for the 1927, and he just put in a tackle just about as good as a goal as well. And eventually the ball's going to go out of play. Oliveira kicking that one out. Throw in here for the 1927. It was number 7, Eduardo Moretti, who took a little bit of a blow there. He's kind of limping around, but he's back on his feet and doing all right now. John Mondani with the defensive work, so strong. Mondani does well to keep a hold of the ball as long as he can. Eventually goes out for a throw, and now Kisila, chasing after this one, trying to win the ball back. He does. Here's the opportunity for the Maple Leafs. Kisila in behind. And just a bit of miscommunication and kind of a mistouch there coming in from Tito Sanchez. Sanchez trying to play that one forward. He won't be able to. And there it is, the full-time whistle coming in for the Maple Leafs. The final score is going to finish this match off 2-1 in favor of Goshen City FC. Undefeated on the season. Of course, just a preseason friendly, but a win is a win nonetheless. Maple Leafs taking away the 2-1 win up against 1927 Fort Wayne SC. If you missed it, the scoring opened up in the 5th minute of play through Yaha then in the 65th minute, and Ciso for the Maple Leafs, able to give them their first goal of the night. And finally, to get the lead in the favor of the Maple Leafs, in the 80th minute, Kabunji was able to open up the lead for the Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs will be back in action soon. They're going to be playing their next match on April 21st, Sunday, April 21st, 1 week from today at 8 p.m. at Hammond Central High School against Elegant Hammond FC. It's an away match. They'll be back in action at home against Chicago Nation FC on May 4th, Saturday, May 4th at 7 p.m. That's going to be played at the Goshen College Soccer Complex. For myself, Cormac Kublichty, for everyone here at Goshen City FC, thank you so much for tuning in today's broadcast. For more information, you can find that online at GoshenCityFC.com. And of course, make sure, if you have not already, to drop a subscribe on the Goshen City FC YouTube page so you never miss another video. Thank you so much for myself, Cormac Kublichty, and we'll see you next time.